So we are back once again with another DanMachi Memoria Freese video. As you see, there's a new layout in the works. I wanted to debut it here just to kind of show you guys what is going to be coming up soon. So I've had a very, very helpful friend helping me out with this, and he's going to be resizing the borders a little bit, so don't mind me too much when it comes to that, but I did just kind of want to debut it and see if you guys like it, other than the fact that some of this stuff is a little bit too big and kind of in the screen towards the bottom. But anyways, in this video we're gonna go ahead and show off this character, and this will be my first showcase type video. We're gonna go ahead and show off Kino, and I still have people telling me like, hey, wait, she's not a girl, gender female. Case in point. I didn't know, so I'm not an expert on this, right? I haven't seen the anime. I will one of these days, but I didn't know. So first and foremost, we're gonna go ahead and show her off on Arena of Travelers. On the hardest difficulty, and this is the team that we will be using for the showcase. And I tried to make it kind of able to give her some more defensive viability, because she does not have the best defenses. And I also tried to make it to where I can buff her offenses a bit with Chigusa and stuff like that. So anyways, hope you guys enjoy. If you do, make sure you consider subscribing for more content here on the channel. And here's how she's currently built up. I wanted to give you guys the opportunity to see this. These are her stats and stuff like that. 1683, 2800 HP. She's really good, and she's different because she's a unit that likes to critical hit a lot, especially with her projected trajectory shot. That one has a ultra critical rate. That one almost always, if not always, critical hits from what I've seen. So the issue with her, though, is that she doesn't naturally get any sort of strength boost outright, which is why I said, I want to use units like Chigusa to really get her going. Otherwise, she's a really, really good debuffer with the bolting assault shot. Really good debuff. It works very well. And she has some really nice skills down here. She has ailment resistance, strength boost, endurance, agility. Very nice skills. Otherwise, we're going to try to get flute shot off. Now, I'm going to run through this mode really quickly. We're going to take on some story stages after. But that's just basically the first little thing I wanted to show you guys as it pertained to Kino. Because I know that she kind of is a little bit of a polarizing character, because she's not the best adventurer. She really isn't. I was trying to get some Hestias and stuff. I think it was Hestia. Whatever assist is on her banner. And I wound up getting too many Kinos. And I was like, you know what? Fine. Whatever. And then I used, for the final limit break, I used the Adventurer bond that we got from playing this mode, I believe. So anyways, we're going to set up just a little bit here. We're going to start off with Chigusa. I will also allow the King to debuff their endurance. And I will allow Uka to boost my endurance. I actually didn't tell Kino to do anything, but it's okay. So her first hit does a critical hit. 12k. Not bad. That's actually really good. Of course, there's a lot going on here, but just for a first initial hit, that's really good. Now, one thing I want to point out is this could turn into a bit of a longer battle than you might think it would be, because of Hermes and what he might be able to do out there. So yeah, this is something I want to put out there, but I'm going to go ahead and do that. We're going to debuff a little bit. And we're going to do this. And what I mean is, I didn't bring stun resist, so Hermes could potentially be a really big nuisance. So we're going to go ahead and actually, I think we'll use this on Hermes. We'll try to knock Hermes out just slowly but surely. And I'll use this in case Hermes tries to go single target. And he actually went to Uka anyway, so whatever. Alright, so of course Kino gets hit. Great. Freaking Hermes. And as you see, Photo actually heals a lot. She heals a freaking ton. We're going to try to take out him for sure. So right there, she did 14 to Hermes and then 16 or so off to Photo in the corner. And one of the things about physical attackers in this game is they get kind of screwed, especially towards like the way later end of the game. And there's so many of them that it's a shame, right? But they get screwed way later in the game because of the fact that a lot of the bosses can simply just resist it very well, so it doesn't help at all. When you can't do damage, it's kind of like, what do, right? So, when the bosses are all resisting your ability to output damage against them, what do you do? Okay, so we got that going. We're going to get the endurance debuff in. So at this point, we have the endurance debuff on them. We have the attack boost. We're going to go for Kino's ability here and see if this is enough to one-shot. If not, then the King will probably finish it, Otaro. And I'll just go for a heal and spear, whatever. Alright, flute shot. Flute shot! I have never played on 1-time speed since I figured out there was a 2 times button. Wow, 69 and 44. Okay. Alright. She did 44. Oh my goodness. Even Uka's out here doing a ton of damage. Because his is different. He's based off of the amount of HP you have. That endurance debuff, the strength increase, all of that. The probable crits that we might have got out there. I didn't watch for crits, but a lot of things factored into that. And all of a sudden, she did like 69 or whatever it was, 62 to Photo, and then 44 to Hermes. So she started hitting really hard. But like I said, unfortunately, I can't show her in... and I'm going to go over to Monsterphilia just because I was actually going to do some story stages. I'll go over to Monsterphilia because it's kind of a two-sided thing. It helps me clear this a little faster because I haven't played a whole lot. But also, you know, I can't show her off in Record Buster because that's not live right now. War Games actually just ended yesterday, I think, because I was a little too busy with Dragon Ball Legends. Forgive me. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump into Monsterphilia. We'll run through a couple of stages here. But all in all, that was pretty nice. And like I said... if I were to take her against some of the endgame bosses, unless there's a specific one that doesn't nullify too heavily, and this isn't just her issue, it's the issue of every character that you see here for the most part, they just simply can't do. Like, for example, the final boss in the game, on Lafia and Isis story, one of those two where you fight that big old plant chick from Sword Oratoria, she literally says no physical damage, null physical damage for like, what, 99 turns? It's actually absurd. Okay. So endurance debuff, we're going to go ahead and do that. But the cool thing, in fact, the best thing about the special skill for Kino is that, like I was saying, it actually finally gives her a strength boost, which is cool, assuming that you don't have Chigusa. That's mainly when you would need something like that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead at this point, and we're going to go for the single targets. Oh, they're actually resisting physicals already, so you can kind of see how the game treats that. They're already resisting my physical abilities. I didn't even consider that, but that's great. We'll go for this right here. And that. So with the physical resistance, all of a sudden they're all only hitting for like 2,000. This is almost the same as doing that other stage minus the healing, because what's happening here is I have to deal with the abilities that they have in terms of stunning and stuff, so it's almost exactly the same as if I was still playing the arena. You see, Uka's able to hit a little bit higher. You guys can't see his HP, unfortunately. That's why I said I'll have to get that changed. I'm sorry. I'm just now noticing how bad that really is. But Uka and the King are everybody's at max HP, actually. So we're going to go ahead and do Edge of the Moment in this scenario. Now, I'm not going to get the primary like objective done for Monsterphilia because it's just simply going to require using mages from here. I definitely need to use some magic dealers because physical ones, they're not fast enough. So she's able to hit for almost 7k on that single target. But at this point, we're going to be able to get her special skill off, so that's going to help a lot. Let's see what she can really do. Definitely has everything but because I healed. Okay, let me actually take one more turn off. I'm going to take one turn off, and I'll make sure I use that debuff there. And I'll send you over here, Uka. Yeah, I took the turn off and I healed, so I want to get that 35 or whatever it is, 30% from Chigusa back. Okay, should we have it back now? So let's try it now. Because we should have it. Yep, 35. Physical resistance is down for her. I also have the physical resistance up and guard rate and strength and crit up. Also, physical resistance for the opponent should be down because I have an assist for that. Yeah. Wow, 55% down up there, and then 15 as the debuff. Okay. Anyways, so we're going to go for this, and we're going to heal just because, and it's taken, like I said, too long, so it doesn't necessarily matter. But all right, let's go for the flute shot. Hopefully I can get some crits. Hopefully we also take out at least 2 of these guys, the 2 front primarily. Okay, 20,000, 19,000, about 10,000 on the one in the back. So that's kind of a more realistic approximation of how Kino is as a character whenever there's resistances entailed. So I'm actually very happy that I took this stage on, like I was saying, because you can actually see it just a little bit cleaner as to like how she would do. I'm just gonna go full offense from here because I think that we've got it. Yeah, I think we got it. I think we're good. Yeah, full offense. Uka basically is the hardest hitting one out there naturally, assuming he has a lot of HP. So he's going to finish it. If not, there we go. Okay, Kino finished it off. I actually had charged another special skill too, so I just didn't get to use it in time. But that is it. Like I said, I wanted to show off Kino because, like I said, she's not the best adventurer, but she's really good in terms of, oof, not my bestie though, in terms of, you know, like war game when it comes to using her AoE skill. Because first and foremost, when it comes to building teams for World Tournament, not World Tournament, excuse me, the PvP mode war game, you want to make sure you have AoEs because the more multi-hit units you have, the better, which is something that she excels at. And then on top of that, if they can do that and then debuff or do other things, that makes them a lot better. Here's how her stats are naturally with post or pre-limit break. Unfortunately, I can't show you this variation of Kino because, well, I didn't think of the idea to do it until I was done building her up. But here's how she gets all the way done, like I was showing just a minute ago. And actually, her stats are a little bit lower than they were for me. They were buffed up a little bit, it looked like. I don't know if that was because of the weapon or what have you, but yeah, that's how she is. All the skills for her. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you consider subscribing for more content here on the channel. Have an awesome day. Thank you for the continued support, and I'll catch you guys in the next DanMachi Memoria Freese video. Take it easy, guys.